Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And this is round 3 of my Pauper tournament. This will be the final round. Then I do prizing and all that. But yeah, this round is the much anticipated rematch against Richard, who played me in my Hot Pauper deck video. He's playing the same deck. I am playing something different. I think Bug Ninja has the advantage, but, you know, I could be wrong. For a second there, it looked kind of choppy. Anyways. Let's do this. The opponent shows heads, flipping the coin. You fool. You should have chosen tails. And I will go first. What was that? There's something on the side of my head. So I can get first evolutions. Or just not draw a basic. Come on, deck. You were doing great. They don't have a friggin' mulligan. Okay, it's only one. That's fine. And it's Shelmet. Oof. Oof. This is not great. This is not a great start. Now, Duskball could get me into many different things, including a Maractus. Yeah. Right now I'm thinking next turn Professor's Research. There's just so many things that I need, right? Do I play this now? Yes, because it won't matter. Perfect. I was like, it won't matter if I play it this turn or next turn. And it didn't get me anything, so we're good. We're good. Yeah, I think we got a Professor's Research. Right now, that Fan Rotom is kind of scary. They could legitimately get a stadium down and get the donk. And there's nothing I can do about that. So as long as they don't put a stadium down, I will be fine. There it is. There it is. Good game. Good game. Oh, they gave me HP. Holy cow, they gave me HP. I cannot play this Perilous Jungle. I'm gonna have to Professor's Research. Oh my gosh. Still? Freaking still? We can get Shelmet down. Bug catching set. Come on, Aselgor. That's not what I needed to see. That is not what I needed to see. Okay. Duskball. There it is. There it is. Holy cow. Aselgor. Perilous Jungle. Knock you out. Nope. You got 2 Bouffalons out. Never mind. But I do poison you quite a bit. Nope, missed energy. Oh my gosh. This is frustrating. That's what this is going to be like, isn't it? Okay. Alright, there's Arvin. Of course. Tails, okay. Crushing Hammer gone. I like it. I'm fully expecting them to knock out the Shelmet. I can Brock Scouting for a Maractus and a Shelmet and attack again with a Selgor. That's kind of my plan right now. That is kind of my plan. Arvin, nope. We'll do Brock Scouting. We'll grab Maractus. And a Shelmet. Do 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 do. What the heck was that, Landon? That was supposed to go on the Shelmet. What is wrong with me? Holy cow. Great. Just perfect. Alright, I won't be able to affect Kamala with confusion. But I will get poison on them, which is fun. Okay. Grass energy, I could attach both. Arvin. Nope. Oh, dang. Okay, I guess that is what I want. Or I could Pokegear and have something for next turn. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to Pokegear next turn. You know? This turn, I will just retreat. To a Selgor. Poisonous Ploy. Go Maractus. Alright. So basically, if they attack me, they'll get 100 damage pushed back to them, which is pretty good. So if they knock me out, I knock you out. They say one prize ahead, but yeah. Nope, they're switching. Okay, interesting. 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 Still not a knockout. I'm asleep. Yep, I stay asleep. So I need a switch. And Arvin could get me a switch. Now I get that. Of course. Professor's Research, so I'll play down the spiky energy onto the Shelmet. Professor's Research. No switch. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. So all I can do is stay there. Now the retaliatory damage would still occur, which is good for me. They put mist energy on. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, so 2 mist energies have been played. How many do they play in the deck? There we go. 4, of course. Makes perfect sense. Okay. Bug catching set, Brock scouting, Culvers. We can work with this. Just, I'm not sure if we can work with Poisonous Ploy only doing 10 damage each turn. That's gonna hurt in the long run. Exploding Needles. Vengeful Punch. Selgor to the active. I would need a spiky energy on this Maractus to get a knockout the following turn. But that's if they don't penny. Bug catching set. A Selgor. Okay. I was hoping for a little bit more, honestly. But I can do that. I can do this. Grab this. Poisonous Ploy. Maractus goes up. If they attack, they knock me out. They knock themselves out. Then they got put up probably Fan Rotom. If I was them, I think I would do Fan Rotom as well. Enhanced Hammer, getting rid of the spiky energy there, I assume. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, do they have a lively stadium? Do they have a lively stadium? If they do, then they knock this out. They take damage. They survive with 20 HP left. But then I just Colress Tenacity, play Perilous Jungle, and get that knockout. Another Mist Energy down on that one. Of course. Alright, so we get the return knockout. They'll stay 2 prizes ahead. But, you know. Because we don't get double prizes for that. We only get double prizes if we knock it out with damage, which is not going to happen. Lizzie's appeal would go pretty hard in this deck. Interesting. Cramorant, huh? Let's see. We can... Super Rod. We'll grab the Shelmet. And 2 Grass Energy, I think. We can play down the Shelmet. Let's Bug Catching set. Selgor. So we can play down the Shelmet. Colress. Grab us an Energy and a Stadium. Frickin' Mist Energy. Alright, I no longer think I'm going to win this. I think Richard's going to just 2-0 everyone, as he has so far. This deck is insane. And I swear, like, this deck is making me want to play Festival Lead so badly. Because I think it would have a bad matchup against Festival Lead. Not a terrible matchup, just a bad matchup. Okay, okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. They'll do 70, won't get the knockout. I'll stay alive. I can retreat thanks to Toad's Cruel. I can go back up, attack. Vengeful Punch, I kind of want to save, actually. Actually, gosh dang it. Rock Scouting. Let's grab a Selgor. Yeah, I don't have any Maractus in hand. Or in deck. So saving Vengeful Punch really isn't that big of a concern. Treat. Selgor. I don't see them knocking anything else out anytime soon. Yeah, like, even if they play Lively Stadium, Exploding Needle still gets the knockout there. Holy cow, forgot they had a spiky energy. They got 2 of them in deck, so... They've only lost a Mist and a Therapeutic so far. Do they attack? Do they attack? Is my question. Crushing Hammer coming down on one of these spiky energies. No, it's Crushing Hammer, not Enhanced Hammer. So they get tails and they get nothing. Nothing. How am I going to win this? Okay, they retreat. They bring out Kamala. 30 damage. Sure, I'm asleep. Now it's worth it to Vengeful Punch the Maractus. For sure. There we go. There we go. I retreat to a Selgor. Poisonous Ploy. put up Maractus. They would take 100 damage. I didn't realize Professor's Research is going to draw my deck out. Then I could Super Rod, but I just don't see myself winning this that fast. I see them winning it this fast, honestly. Alright. Yep. Exploding Needles. Vengeful Punch. They get a prize. I put up a Selgor. Oof. Oof. Big old oof there. Spiky Energy. Okay, if I Professor's Research. Currently, I just don't see a way to win this. I need him to draw badly. That's about the only way I can win game 2 of this. I think Richard's just got the best deck. You saw it last Friday, and now you're seeing it again. They take 60. That puts them up to 180. That's not enough. It's just not enough. Okay, they still knock themselves out, but they knock me out. They get a prize. I get a prize. And we go into game 2. This is what I'm gonna do. And it's a good game. Alright. Let's go again. Let's run this back. Sorry I got real quiet during that game. I think A, I'm running a little bit out of energy, and B, I'm just trying to figure out this deck and I can't. Which is frustrating for me. Where? Wait, there. Okay. Challenge. Send challenge. There we go. Tails. Nope. Okay. I mean, I said I would like to go first. So as long as they... Yep, there we go. Alright, I will go first. Very nice. Very nice. We draw up. Okay, okay, we've got some stuff, actually. I'm going to throw Maractus up. Shelmet. Toad's cool. Done. Okay. So we don't have, honestly, a great setup here, but turn 2 should be pretty nice for us. We do need the Aselgor, and that's about it, honestly. So if we get like Brock's Scouting or Bug Catching Set or something along those lines, I'll be feeling decent. Alright, I'll just Vengeful Punch, Grass Energy onto the Shelmet, end turn. Now theirs is a single energy attack, which it's a little scary for us. If Maractus stays asleep is the big question, right? Lively Stadium comes down, giving us extra HP. They've got Therapeutic Energy on, which gives us an opening. We just have to hit heads and draw an Aselgor, or a way to grab an Aselgor. Then we can get some stuff done with poison damage. Fan Call. Yep, they get their Bouffalants out. So that brings our attack real low. Yep. Okay. They attack. Do we flip heads or tails? Tails? We're still asleep? Come on. Spiky energy. There's Toad's Cruel. Toad's cool. We'll throw Spiky energy onto Maractus, so when they knock it out, they actually take 120 damage. Hey, look at that. I woke up. Yay. A little too late. A little too late. Is this out? It's out. Water time. Which is, you know, I should be drinking that more, right? Thank you for a brand new hand. Really appreciate that. Okay. Not a great brand new hand, but it's a new hand of sorts. Crushing Hammer was tails. There we go. They knock out the Maractus. They're going to take 120 damage back at them, which is nice. Exploding Needles plus 40. So there we go. If we can get them to do that again, that would be nice. That would set us up nicely. All right, let's see. What do we top deck here? Professor's Research. Interesting. Interesting. I could Arvin. Arvin could get Bug Catching Set. Bug Catching Set could get me everything that I'm looking for. But I think Professor's Research just discards a lot here. So I think I do that. I was going to say Professor's Research gets me more cards. Well, if I draw into one of those search options, then I get more cards. Alright, fine. Professor's Research. We get Maractus. We do not get a lot of other stuff. We got a Switch card. We got a Super Rod. We can play down the Shelmet. We can play down the other Maractus. Do we have anything to recover? Just a Maractus. I could Shell Smack, but if they knock me out, then I'm done for. I can switch into a Maractus, which I think is the best option for me, sadly. Enter. So they can't knock me out in one hit, so that's good. Because they're only hitting 130, so it's a 2-hit with this Lively Stadium out. They got Fan Rotom they could switch to. Yeah? Alright, they're switching to Fan Rotom, which is still a 2-hit. I don't know, thank you. Give me a brand new hand. There's the Aselgor, finally. Holy cow, that took for freaking ever. As long as they don't play a mist energy down, we'll be okay. Mist energy does not remove effects on the Pokemon, I believe, which is where this can get kind of funky. Bug catching set. Okay, we'll grab the Acelgor. We can play that down. Play down Perilous Jungle. Professor's Research. There is some energy for us. Hooray. Retreat to this and Poisonous Ploy. There we go. Get that. Get that. Do that. Spike energy. Sure, sure. They take 30 from there. Right. So now if they do get Lively Stadium out, we still get the knockout, which is good. We'll only be one prize behind currently. There's not a mist energy. No, there's not. All right. I would have to pull up mist energy. I'm not going to do that, but Chorus the Snazzy. Do they go searching for it? If they do, jet energy. Interesting. Okay. Okay. There's the Lively Stadium. Cool. Jet energy will push something into the active. I'm kind of cool with that. That'll give a Acelgor a chance to do some stuff. Plus I got Arven, which can help me get a Vengeful Punch in, which would be nice. Oh, they're just hard retreating, and then they're going to, jet energy the Fan Rotom back up? No? Okay. Okay, I'm asleep. They're counting on me staying asleep. Tails. Alright, I stay asleep. Trainers. I should have another switch in the deck. Arven. There's the switch. There's the Vengeful Punch. We can switch to a Acelgor. Attach the Vengeful Punch. Attach the Spiky Energy to that Acelgor. And Poisonous Ploy, which will not confuse, but it will poison. There's the Maractus. Alright, so now they're taking 100 damage retaliatory if they knock out Maractus. If they do, then Poison will get this Kumala. Unless they attach a Luxurious Cape to it. You know, that's kind of the dangerous thing about playing this deck, is I'm pushing them to get knockouts. You know? They get knocked out, I get knocked out, we both get a prize. We don't really advance board states, except I got one of these suckers off the board. They got Mist Energy. Of course they got Mist Energy. Arven. Alright, let's see. I think I've only got one more Vengeful Punch. Yeah, I do. Of course I do. Alright, so we're going to play down Shelmet. We're going to play Arven. Arven is going to grab us a... Wait, don't we already have a Super Rod? Yes, we do. Put that back. Vengeful Punch. And what else? Bug Catching Set, I think. So we're going to put Vengeful Punch on this Maractus. We're going to play Bug Catching Set. We're trying to get an energy and a Shelmet. That's pretty good, actually. That's kind of exactly what we wanted. We can put that Grass Energy onto the Shelmet. I can Super Rod back in those two. And Poisonous Ploy. I'll get 100. It'll be 100 damage if they knock me out. It's unlikely for them to knock me out. What I should be concerned with is them keeping Maractus asleep, and then me not being able to get it out of the active. Now I do have a switch, I believe. How many switches do I play, actually? I want to say 3, but I could be wrong. Switch 3. So as long as it's not prized. I forgot to look while I was using Arvin. Kept me asleep. Oh my gosh. We're going to bug catching set. Selgor. Maractus. We are not playing this Professor's Research. Pokegear. Really? Really? Dang it. Colress? Do I have a spiky energy left? I do. I do. I don't need that if they don't. Trainers. Only one has been. I'm gonna do that, I think. I could throw out Perilous Jungle. Yeah, might as well. They had the knockout regardless. Now I'm awake. Yep, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. So I should get the return knockout on this Kamala. Unless they retreat to something. Okay, they move to Fan Rotom. I'll get the return knockout on the Fan Rotom, which is not nearly as satisfying, but what else am I going to do? There's the Professor's Research. Nest Ball. Nothing. Okay. Yep, there's the Lively Stadium. So they don't get a knockout here, actually. That's interesting. Very interesting. We'll go up to 60. After that attack. There they go. I have nothing? Nothing? Okay. We'll just do what we do, you know? I can't think of anything else to do. It's confused. That's right. I got everything done on this. So if they attack, most likely they'll retreat and attack with something else, which will not KO me. As long as I don't stay asleep, I should be fine. Enhanced Hammer, they could pick and choose whichever Pokemon you want to discard off of. Yep, okay. I'm really hoping they flip tails on Confusion. I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to retreat. But if they don't, I'm really hoping they flip tails on Confusion. Oh no, another Fan Rotom. Dang it. I guess if they retreat to that, I'll just get the return knockout still. So that would be interesting. Gotta put up this Selgor. Oh, dang it. Yep, there goes that. Got it. Alright, now it doesn't matter what Selgor I put up. Yes! Oh, yes! Thank you. Whew! Give me that knockout. Please be an energy. Please be an energy. Please be an energy. Yes! It doesn't matter. I've lost, but that's beside the point. Grass energy there. Retreat to that. Perilous jungle. Not that they're going to get poisoned, but that's just a little bit less damage I have to do, you know. Put this up. Then they'll get the return knockout. That would be 120 back at them, which would put them to 140. Then I have another Maractus. So. Which one? The benched one. Okay, that's what I thought. Honestly, I was thinking they would do the benched one. A Mist Energy first. Okay. Mist Energy is specifically attacks by your opponent. Yep. So your own attack, it won't prevent you from falling asleep. But there we go. 120 damage back. Spiky energy. Exploding needles. Vengeful punch. Whew. If I could actually poison, I would be in a better situation, but I can't. So I can't. Can't be in a better position. Grass energy here. I don't think it really matters. Yeah. End turn. I'm not even going to attack. Honestly, that was just a mistake. But I want to see what they do. Because they can get the knockout here, but I get the return knockout. Okay, okay. That's what they do. Got it. Yeah. That is, I believe, your final Lively Stadium? Yes. What about me? I've got one more Perilous Jungle, I'm pretty sure. Let's scroll back up to mine. Yes. I've got one more somewhere. Selgor, okay. Retreat. Bring up that. The Selgor. Poisonous Ploy. Bring this back up. Yeah, I just don't see a route to victory for me. It's only going to do 60 damage, which is just not enough. Doing 10 damage and then 60 damage when they knock me out, it's just not enough. Exploding Needles. There we go. Play a Selgor. Pokegear. Sure. Inspect board. No, I want to see everything in my hand. Wait, only 3 cards? Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Maractus. I was like, why isn't it showing me everything? It's only showing me 2 cards. What the heck? Or 3 cards. We'll throw the Maractus back up. Our last Perilous Jungle is prized. Yeah. Alright, they throw up Fan Rotom. Retreat. Put up a Selgor. Poisonous Ploy. Just rinse and repeat. That's a lot of what my decks boil down to. I really like the Toad's Cruel, but I don't know if I can fit it into many other decks. You know? It's like I already gotta play Switch to help me out there too. Crushing Hammer? Heads. Get rid of whatever you want. Cool. But two. Really? Really? Alright, I'm quitting. It's not worth it at that point. I don't think it will be an exciting video to watch at that point. So thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate you. Be sure to share, like, all that stuff. If you want to join in our next Pauper tournament that is happening May 10th, be sure to join the Discord link in the description so you are able to play in the next Pauper tournament. We've got code cards to give out to people that participate, and so we'll have a lot of prizes. So no worries on that end. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.